Hey everyone, David DeHaas here at Living Waters tonight, and tonight we're going to talk about the number one health hack and element that's left out of probably most diet programs. It's never considered nor talked about much, and definitely is not usually discussed much at the doctor's office when it should be. So stay tuned for that. I put an interactive poll there. I hope you guys can see it. Oh, publish now. Here we go. So I'm doing a little something tonight. So answer the question. So the number one health element is drinking water. So if you struggled with drinking water, this is tonight's episode. We want to talk about that because I too struggled with drinking water. In fact, I still would say I struggle with drinking water. And for years, like many people, I did not hardly drink water at all. I drank sodas way back in the day, and I drank tea. I was a big tea drinker. So if you're depending on coffee or tea or sodas or Red Bulls or what, pay attention to this broadcast. We're going to talk about tonight and why it's so important. I got a story I'm going to share with you. It's a true story of someone who came to me who refused, thought we were kind of weirdos, and we really tapped in right away on water. So your body, when you're born, you're about 90% water. And as we age, it's less and less. And so let's just say you're a 200-pound man, you're about 70% water. So think about it, 70% water. And if you're not drinking a gallon a day or even a half a gallon per day, so within all the cells, all the muscles and tissues in your brain, all this water is within all those areas, right? So if you figure that out, water weighs about 8 pounds, right? So that's about 17 gallons of water in the human body. It's in your bones, your tissues, your heart, your liver, your spleen, your kidney, it's all over. So if you're not replacing it every day, you're basically going to begin to dry out. And that will really result long-term in constipation. It's going to result in brain fog. It's going to result in bones becoming brittle. It's going to result in muscle tears and tissue tears. I shouldn't say will, but may should be the operative word. So these things can happen to you, and most diet programs don't talk about it. But if you think about it, if you are wanting to lose weight, and I notice, especially for me, I got to laugh because, best teacher is yourself, right? So what I do to get over this is I grab these bottles. You can get these, they're in juice, come in juice in the stores, right? What I love about it is it's 32 ounces. And my minimum requirement days, I want to get 2 of these in and hopefully 3 to 4 ideally. Now, I don't always hit that target, but that's my goal. That's my aim. And the thing is, if you're really hungry and you haven't drank for quite a while, water throughout the day, like I'll go home in the evening, and today I was thought myself, God, I'm still hungry. Why am I still hungry? Well, I haven't drank water. So my body is craving food to try and get water into it via the food. But if I drink the water at least a half hour before I eat, my cravings for food are much less. So it's going to help you lose weight significantly because you're not going to have the cravings to overeat if you're getting water. So water is a lubricant. The other thing you'll notice is that if you take a big sip of water, you're going to notice that you're going to have what I call a brain energy hit, and it's really noticeable. The other thing is, for those of you who are on any kind of medications and you're not drinking enough water, it's going to take you longer to get well, and everything you're taking is not going to get absorbed as well. And you know what? The biggest thing that got me interested in drinking water, this really hit home because I had a grandmother at the time who had Alzheimer's, and she did not drink water. Growing up, all I ever saw her drink was coffee. Coffee pot was always on at her house. Everyone come over, they had coffee, good old Folgers coffee. But she had severe Alzheimer's and was put in a home, and I couldn't get her to drink water. Could not. She refused to drink water. My health coach told me, one of my health coaches years ago, says, David, think about how much water is in the brain. And if you want to stay on top of your game, the first thing you'll do in the morning, and so this is a habit I've come up with. I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is by my bed, I have this jug, and I start drinking water. And I try to get at least half of this down right away. So get 16 plus ounces as quickly as I can, because that is nourishing, that's feeding the brain. So if you don't want to have dementia or Alzheimer's, then you want to be drinking water, right? If you're one of those people that got to have soda, got to have coffee, first thing, you know what? I'm going to guarantee you're probably going to have some brain issues somewhere in your life. All right, so I'm going to tell you the story. This guy came into our office about 7 years ago, and I'm going to tell you why. So he came in on another matter, didn't come in for us. And we were sharing with him what we do. And he basically, the question got to be asked is, well, how much water do you drink? I don't drink water. I drink soda all day long. I'm busy all day long. I'm giving out these quotes. And you know what? I don't want to have time to stop and pee. That was his biggest concern. They don't want to take the time to stop and pee. So, but I'm going to tell you, when you start drinking a lot more water, you're going to pee a lot, but you know what? Your body's going to regulate, and pretty soon it's going to be back to normal again as you get hydrated. Anyway, long story short, he basically thought that, doing the cleanse, he says, you really, as we got talking to him, you should really consider doing our cleanse. So he says, no way. 3 years later, he's come back in, and he was in his late 30s, probably near 40, and he had 3 kids, wife, and guess what he had? He had kidney problems, and his kidneys were shutting down, and he was on the list to get a transplant. And he wanted to do our cleanse at that point. The problem is that ship had sailed. There was no way we were going to be able to do a cleanse for him in the condition, because he was we've had people come in with 17% kidney function and improve significantly, but he was beyond that. So you don't want to let yourself get down the road too far on this. You want to recycle. So just in your colon alone every day, you get 2.5 gallons of water that recycle in your colon. So if you're not getting, so think about that. It's recycling, okay? That's dirty, gunky stuff. 2.5 gallons. That's why when you have a thing called diarrhea, the body's turning on the jets, trying to blow out whatever that bug that's in there, right? That's what diarrhea is about. It's a good thing when you have to use it. So think about this. If you're only drinking a cup of water, 16 ounces of water a day, you've got a lot of old garbage just recycling in your body and your lymphatic, and pretty soon the body's just a bunch of big mucousy, mucky garbage pile with all your tissues. So if you want to stay clean, and the thing you'll notice it in is you'll notice it in your skin. If you look at my wife's skin, beautiful skin. She is like the water queen. I've never seen anybody drink as much water. She's a gallon easy, no problem. She's done by 5 o'clock, a gallon, boom. It's amazing. So the little hack that she teaches all her clients is that you got the timer on your phones, right? Put a timer every 5 minutes, take a drink of water. Whatever you got to do, first thing in the morning, take a drink of water. And try to have it done by 5 o'clock at night, right? That way you're not getting up and going pee every half hour, an hour as you regulate. But as the first couple of nights, you drink a lot of water, you may be getting up in the night, but it's good because this is part of the detoxification mechanism. Peeing and pooping and sweating and breathing. That's the way we get stuff out of the body, guys. So increase your water intake. It's going to help you lose weight. It's going to help you keep your brain functioning better. All right. Take a blessed night. David DeHaas at Living Waters, livingwaterscleanse.com. Hey, I put a link down below on our 4 Natural Laws of Healing webinar, packed with a lot of information on how to naturally heal the body. Go down and take a look at that. Meanwhile, be back tomorrow night with another edition of Facebook Live Health Hacks. Talk to you soon.